Okay, the next stage we're going to look at is the customization of the car functionality using the auto trip button. So you can access that menu by using the auto and trip meter. If you look at these settings can also be found on your user manual of the car, starting from page 2-17, 2-18, and then 2-19, and finally 2-20. So some of the settings include pre-collision warning timer, steering assist, and then locking and unlocking the door when the ignition is on or off, and also answer back functionality and so on. Some of them I can show you to you, some of them I can show you we set the setting, then we go outside to look at the car, and then we come back in again. Alright, so the first one, press to access that menu, press and hold down the auto and trip meter to access the vehicle customization. So down here you can see average fuel consumption is now blinking, and then 01 setting is off. 01 setting, if you turn it on, it will reset the average fuel consumption after refuel. Okay, so default is actually off. You can turn it on by pressing the auto and trip button to turn it on. Okay, once it's on, the average fuel consumption would reset after refueling. Okay, press and hold down to change between the settings down there. Then setting number 2 is trip meter A or trip A reset after refuel. Default is off, and then if you like it to turn on, you just press and hold down the auto trip button until it shows on. Okay, so you can indicate, the indication down here is actually the letter A, indicate that this setting is related to trip meter A. So 01 and 02, if I turn it on, that means the car will reset them after after the refueling. 03, if you see down here, the A is actually blinking. That is the eco idle timer. So if I turn it off, that means when the car reach eco idle, it doesn't display the eco idle timer, and then if I leave it on, it will display the eco idle timer. Okay, so let's take a drive in this to see what it is all about. Okay, to take the drive in it, I need to exit from the menu. To exit from the menu, just press the auto trip button until it returns to N, until you show the word N, END, default, and press and hold down, it goes back to normal. It goes back to your odometer display. Okay, yeah, so now eco idle timer. Eco idle timer is set to on. That means the car will display the eco idle whenever the car engages eco idle. Okay, eco idle has been activated by the green letter A down there. And then what happened in eco idle is, if I pull over the car like this, okay, if I pull over or I stop at the traffic light, engine turns off. Okay, and then this eco idle has kicked in, and then the timer actually shows how long the car has stopped in eco idle. Okay, if you leave the eco idle too long, the engine will restart, because this is to prevent the battery from getting flat. As you can see, eco idle, the aircon still blowing on. Okay, I think 60 seconds if it is the case. But if you turn the steering wheel, okay, the engine restarts, and then eco idle continue to function. Then you need to drive for a short distance for the eco idle to come back on again. Okay, I have the 03 setting actually set up, so the eco idle timer is being displayed on the screen itself. Okay, eco idle has already activated. If you release the brakes, okay, the car starts back again. Alright, let's turn on the setting. Let's turn off the setting number 3. So 03, let's turn it off. If I turn it off, eco idle won't be the eco idle timer won't be displayed. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, I managed to get the eco idle to activate. You see now, the display show odometer. It doesn't display the timer for the eco idle. Okay, so that's how the setting is when eco idle is being being turned off. Eco idle timer display turn off. Okay, next setting is number 4. Number 4 is achieved by here. Number 4, number 5, actually the setting is between low pitch and high pitch. So this is front vehicle departure buzzer volume. So low volume versus high volume. Okay, so I set it to high. And then number 5 is lane departure warning buzzer. So lane departure warning, that means if the car leave the lane, or maybe the car drift out to the side of the road or somewhere, the buzzer would alert you. So whether low pitch or high pitch based on this one. And then number 6 setting, you see the eco idle light is blinking. So this one actually turn on or turn off the eco idle light. Okay, that means eco mode will still be on, but the thing is the eco light won't light up when the car has entered eco mode. So there's eco indicator departure, eco indicator warning light. Next one is 11. Number 11 is front vehicle departure alert. Do you want to turn it on or turn it off? If you turn it off, then front vehicle departure the alert won't work. So you will not be alert if you didn't move off. And then this is the on or off feature. So you're turning on front vehicle departure alert. Then there's also a timing in the old MyVI, in the first model of the third generation Perodua MyVI, that is already equipped with front vehicle departure. But then at that time, the car is fixed at 3 seconds. Okay, 3 seconds to set. So this car now allow you to set between 1 second, 2 seconds, or 3 seconds. Okay, so 1 second, 2 seconds, or 3 seconds. And then if you hold it down, it will turn back to 1 second. So let's set it at 1 second. And then next one is number 13. Number 13 is pre-collision warning timing. That means this one is where the PSDA alerts you that there's a impending collision on the car. So how long do you want to delay the timer? So this one people set it as soon as possible. So we will set at 1 second in this case. So it's a toggle between 1 second, 2 seconds, or 3 seconds. Number 14 setting. Number 14 is called lane departure warning timing. Lane departure, that means your vehicle drift out of the lane. Maybe you fall asleep, and then the vehicle, maybe you fall asleep or sleepy while driving. Then if your car enters the neighboring lane, how fast you want the alert to alert you. Press and hold down to toggle between 1 second and 2 seconds. Okay, so next one is steering assist. Steering assist is number 15. So do you want the steering assist to turn you or take you back to the lane? That means wake you up by tilting the steering wheel. Okay, so this one is either turn on or turn off. Okay, so on, that means if the lane departure detects your steering, actually detects that your car drift into the neighbor lane, the steering alert can actually toggle this way or this way, depends on the lane orientation. So this is a setting between the on and off. Number 21 setting is next. This is called vehicle speed link door locking function. This one is, if it's set to off, that means the next one is set to on. The next one is called shift position link door locking. That means 21 and 22, it allows you to select whether the door will automatically lock when the car reaches a certain speed, or when you change gear to drive. Alright, so you can only have one of each. You cannot have both on. So if 21 is set to on, that means you want the door to lock when the car reaches a certain speed. 22 automatically switch off. Okay, 22 switch off because 22 says, hey, 22 says door lock when you change gear. Alright, so now I have set the car to door locking when the car reach a certain speed. Okay, let's take a drive and demo that part. Alright, I'm going to unlock the door, open the door, close the door, put the car to drive, put the seat belt on, And then let's take a drive and see whether the door would lock. So you see, the door is unlocked. Alright. Okay, you hear the click sound, 20 kilometers an hour, the door locks. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, door already locked. Alright, the next setting is 22. So go to 22. 22, press and hold down, turn on. That means now the door will lock when I change gear. Okay, so if you set 22 to on, if you look back at 21, setting has been switched off. Okay, unlock, gear is in P, unlock. Okay, door opens, close, and then listen to the door locking when I shift out of P. Okay, door already locked. Okay, door already locked. Alright, the next one is 23 is on. That means when I shift the transmission to park, the door would unlock. Okay, so lock the door. Alright, go to drive. Okay, reach my destination, pull my handbrake, and then shift the gear shift to P. So here the door unlock when I shift to P. Alright, so door unlocked already. Next one is number 24 setting. Number 24 says unlock when ignition off. So if I turn on this one, turn on 24 setting, number 23 will be turned off. That means you have to select either the door unlock when you change to park, or the door unlocks only when you turn off the ignition. So 23 is off means the door will only unlock when I turn off the ignition. Okay, the door will unlock when I turn off the ignition. So lock the door. Alright, put the car to park, off the air conditioning, and then and turn off the ignition. Turn off the ignition, the door unlock. Next setting will be 25. So 25 and 26 comes hand in hand. 25 actually it says answer back volume. This one actually configures how loud you want the car to beep when you lock and unlock the car. You can hear from the outside. Very soft. If I set to number 5 and see. Alright, something louder. And then 7 is the loudest. Alright, let's get out of the car and see. Okay, I'm going to turn off the volume. So I'm going to set to 0, 0. 0, 0 actually is silent in this case. Okay, let's lock up the car and see how the car sounds like. Alright, I'm outside the car. So let's lock the car and see how it goes. Lock. Okay, the turn signal blink, and then the door is now locked. As you can see right now, door lock. So 25 setting I set to 0. That means it turns off the it set the car buzzer, that means the lock and unlock buzzer to minimum loudness. Turn it back on, turn it unlock. Okay, silent. Okay, let's set it back to maximum. So set 25 to maximum. Alright, I have already get out of the car, so let's lock the car and see how is it. Okay, you can hear the beep now, very loud. Unlock the car. Alright, that's how it sounds like. Okay, next setting, 26. 26 actually sets better. The turn signal blinks when you lock or unlock the car. So 26 is an on-off feature. So let's turn it off and then switch off the engine, and let's go out and see what it is. Okay, I'm on the outside right now, so lock the car. Okay, you can hear the beep but not the turn signal. Yeah, that's how you set the answer back signal. Okay, next setting is 31. 31 actually is an on-off functionality. So if I turn it off, that means the front screen intermittent wiper, it is not speed related. That means it's fixed interval. Regardless whatever the speed it is, it will be fixed interval. Okay, I've lifted the front wipers, so let's set it to intermittent. You can count how many seconds from the interval. Okay, let it reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 seconds. Okay, 4 seconds. Alright, let's take a drive and see whether the interval changes. Now please do not film while driving. I film because this road has been cordoned off. There's no traffic coming in. So I'm now increasing to 20 kilometers an hour. You find that the wipers are actually fixed interval. Okay, let's set it back to on. Okay, turn it back to on, and if I engage it right now, so the car is not moving. So let's see what's the interval like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 seconds. About 10 seconds. Okay, let's move it off and see. Let's move it off. Okay, I'm moving up to 20 kilometers an hour. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Okay, so speed. This is speed link. What they call it? Speed link front intermittent wiper. Okay, next one related to rear wiper. Let me lift the rear wiper off. Alright, I've come back in. I've lifted up the rear wiper. Okay, so let's set number 32. 32 is to toggle between whether do you want the rear wipers to activate when you put your car into reverse. So 32 setting default is on. So if it's on, and then my front wipers are working, and then if I suddenly put the car into reverse, the rear wiper comes online 3 times. Okay, so if I turn it to off, okay, my front wipers are activated, and then if I put the car into reverse, the wiper doesn't activate. Alright, next setting is 41. 41, it turns on and turns off the lane change feature on the car itself. So if it's on, if I tilt the steering, if I tilt the signal, if I tilt the signal like that kind, the lane change features activated. Okay, if I turn it off, you see, lane change feature has been turned off. Okay, so if I keep it on, alright, that's it. Okay, number 81 setting is next. Number 81, I won't be able to demonstrate this one because this one actually related to the interior room lamp. This one there and that one there, but you need to set them to door mode. This one also the same, you need to set to door mode. And then if you turn on, when you bring the key fob near to the car, the interior light can be light up. But then they both must set to door mode in this case. And then when you unlock the car, the interior room lamp can be activated for a while. That is because this feature is turned on. But then you need the key fob lah for this case. Since I don't have the key fob for this, I'm not able to demo number 81. This one was these settings down here. Some cars you may have more setting than the ones you see here, such as number 84. There's no number 84 because this car doesn't have follow me leaving home light. Some car got, some cars don't have. The word default here, if you press and hold down, that means the settings all revert back to factory setting. And then finally, if it's an N here, END, actually if you press and hold down, you actually exit from the vehicle setup mode. So there's so much so for the vehicle setup mode.